Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm going to be trying out a palette from What's Up Beauty. So this came out at the end of last year. This is the Dragon Eye palette. Really cool packaging. This was sold out for a while and they recently sent this to me in PR. Very thankful for that. Very excited to try this. I've wanted to try it since it originally came out. They also sent me their newer lipsticks. These just came out in the last month or two. As part of their Egyptian collection. These look really beautiful, plus the components, so I'll probably try one of these on at the end as well. But I just want to play with this, see what I think about it, see if it's the same quality as the other palette I have from them, and if it's worth the money. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Colin. I'm a non-binary Latinx scientist and lover of makeup with a definite soft spot for indie makeup and high-end makeup. And I tend to be pretty analytical in the way I approach things because of my personality and my training. And I have new videos every week, so I'd really love to have you subscribe. So today's been kind of a busy day. I'm getting ready to go to Europe for two weeks, and my husband actually left today. He's leaving a few days before me because it's mostly a work trip for him, and then we're kind of extending. And so my suitcase is back there. I need to pack some stuff for him too, and had to get him ready, get him out the door, get him to the airport, all of that. And now I can sit down and I'm gonna play with this new palette. And I'm gonna try to film a few videos today and tomorrow so that I have, and get them edited so that I have stuff while we're gone. I think I'm gonna get 2 or 3 done tomorrow since I'll have the whole day, but we'll see. But I've had this palette for a couple weeks now and I've been really wanting to play with it. So I'm very excited to try this out. So like I said in the beginning, this is the Dragon Eye palette from What's Up Beauty. They are an indie brand. This is their fourth palette. There was the Monsoon palette, the Geodes palette, and this palette. I feel like there's maybe one more. I have the Geodes in this. They sent them both to me in PR. I don't have a code with What's Up Beauty, but I do believe that some people do. So double check that before you buy anything to make sure you can save a little bit of money. This is made in Italy, which is rare for an indie brand to make like sparkly eyeshadows and be made in Italy. I really like made in Italian formulas. It tends to be where a lot of luxury and high-end makeup is made, and I just like those formulas in general. This is a 24-month shelf life. I believe this retails for 40 something, yeah, like 48. I don't remember off the top of my head. Very pretty packaging. I remember when they were sneak peeking this, I was very excited. I expected more green in it based on the packaging and the dragon, but it is really beautiful. So it's like wearable because it has the green. So you've got a couple more warmer mattes here, a couple cooler purple leaning mattes here. Smoke is a nice charcoaly brown, so you can deepen up either if you want to go warm or cool. And then it's got really beautiful shimmers. These are all sparkly, all kind of shifty. You've got 4 more green ones over here. This is more of a blue-green flip. And then you've got the more pinky purple ones over here. I think I'm gonna wear these today just because that's what I'm feeling. But we'll see. So I already did the rest of my makeup. I'm wearing a little bit of my House Labs concealer. This is kind of a go-to base for me lately. A little bit of House Labs concealer, a little bit of the Mario liquid bronzer. I'm wearing my Lisa Eldridge lip gloss at the moment because my lips felt a little dry. It's hot and I had to run. After getting him to the airport, I walked around Capitol Hill in Seattle for an hour running errands. So it was very hot and I felt disgusting. And then I have 3 blushes on. I have one from Finding Ferdinand, I have one from Surratt, and one from Victoria Beckham. Because I was just in the mood to layer blushes and a little bit of Surratt highlighter. Nope, Lisa Eldridge highlighter. But I'll have it all in the description box with links and stuff. And I say this periodically, but I try to always say it. But if you ever use my affiliate links, I thank you a lot. It means a lot. I don't make a ton of money from those, but that little bit does really help fuel the stuff that I do buy for the account, this channel. Okay, I think I'm gonna swatch some of the shimmers to figure out which one I wanna wear and then go from there. So this is the shade Fly, very soft and silky. This is kind of just like, it looks kind of green, but I also see a little bit of blue in there. Fierce very creamy. This is a nice green to gold flip. Really beautiful. Fire has, it's fiery. It's kind of a maroon base with a gold flip. And then Scales is a really beautiful like teal, blue, purple multi-chrome. Having Italian-made multi-chromes from an indie brand at a reasonable price is really nice. These are really pretty. I understand why this was sold out. They're very smooth, but they're also very sparkly. And you can see the shifts are very strong. And then the other three shimmers, just to do them all, there's Myth, which is like red, pink, gold multi-chrome. Magic is kind of that warmer maroon base with a purple to light blue flip. And then Monster is this really beautiful purple. I would say it's kind of a smoky gray base with purple and lilac in it. I'll do them right here. Yeah, these are really pretty. I think this is gonna become a go-to palette for me, especially having the neutral mattes to kind of, the more neutral leaning mattes to kind of ground everything. Okay, I'm gonna pick a shimmer and go wash my hands and I'll be right back. So I washed off my hand. I think I'm gonna stick with, I think I'm gonna try Fire and maybe a little bit of Myth, maybe Fire and Fierce. I'm not sure, but I do really wanna try Fire. So we'll see. I'm excited to just play with something sparkly. I don't think I'm gonna be really wearing anything too sparkly for the next few weeks because I'll be on vacation, and my vacation makeup tends to be no makeup, like a little bit of concealer to cover up dark circles, make myself look better, and maybe a little blush and bronzer, you know, like kind of what my base looks like right now. And I am gonna take a little bit of eyeshadow, but like I'm not gonna take sparkly things. I'm just not in that mood when I'm traveling, and wow, I have the hiccups. So I'm gonna start with the shade Breath, then go into Creature, and then I might try Smoke. So I need to wash my brushes before I travel. I'm gonna grab this brush. This is a big fluffy brush that I used a similar shade with recently. I'm gonna pick up a little bit of Breath, really pretty kind of clay tone. And I'm gonna dust that on my lid. I already put my NARS eyeshadow primer down. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm really sorry I haven't been posting very much this summer. Getting sick and then work and then travel and everything because we were in LA last month as well. Just feels like a lot. Plus, with the warmer weather, we've been going to more concerts and seeing friends and doing stuff. And so, you know, having a full-time job and then trying to have a social life, it's hard to then also do YouTube. Also, we've been going to gym classes 4 days a week, so that's a lot. And then by the time we're home from that and eating dinner, I'm not gonna put more makeup on. So really like the way that blended out. This seems like the same exact formula that they have in the other palette. I've used that one once or twice on camera and then a handful of times off camera since they sent it. These are very silky and smooth. They're a little powdery, so they blend really easily. So there's a little bit of kick up in the pan, but I don't mind that. This is pulling pretty pink on my olive undertone. I feel like if you have a more pink tone, it's gonna look a little bit more clay-like on you and a little less pink, but I'm not mad about the color, especially with the shimmers I'm gonna use. And then I'm gonna grab a slightly smaller brush that I've used another brown with recently. And I'm gonna go into Creature, which is this shade here. I could have just started with that as well and gone fully neutral, but I wanna see how these two layer together and how different they look. Because you also have like one light purple and then deep. So I wanted to see, is it like 3 light shades, a deeper shade, and then a very deep? Or, you know, what is the thought process here? So I'm just tapping that on. This is a small but still kind of fluffy brush. And it is a little bit darker than the pink Breath. And I think they blend really well together. It's kind of grounding it and bringing a little bit of that more earthy brownness to it. But yeah, there's definitely kick up in the pan. I don't care about that, but I know some people are really bothered about that. I'm not getting any fallout, and I haven't with the other palettes either. But I always tap off. I make sure the shadow's in the brush, and then I tap off. I really like that. It does build on itself, so I'm getting a little bit of depth. Yeah, I think these work really well together. It looks even better in person than it is in my monitor. Hopefully when I go to edit, it looks true to life, which is what I always want. But the gradient, the blend, the color, all of it looks impeccable. Oh, I should have zoomed in a little bit. Okay. I'm also gonna take a little bit of Creature on a more flat smudgy brush, and I put it on the tip and a little bit on one side, and then that side that has it I'm putting up, and I'm gonna put it right here. This is a Sonuji T2 from one of her, this is the Tradition set. I really like these. I wanna see that Creature shade by itself. That'll probably be my go-to, just that shade. But that's really nice. Okay, I really like that. I think that looks really nice, the two blended together. And then I'm gonna pick up this. This is one of the brushes from Fantasy Cosmetica's brush launch. This is the EO2. This is one of my most used brushes lately since I got this. It's tiny, but it's fluffy. If you wanna see it compared to the one that I started with, it's much smaller. If you have some of the smaller, rougher brushes, it's like, this is a rougher 13. It's even smaller than that. So it is a great brush for the outer corner. And I'm gonna use a little bit of smoke. You can see the kick up in the pan. Like I said, I don't care, but I know some people are very bothered by that. And I'm gonna tap it right here and kind of blend it along the outer edge of my lash line. Just to smoke this out a little bit. I wanna see what kind of depth I can get and how it works with these shades. I think this, yeah, the shadow is gonna work well with both the purples and the warm tones. Okay, these are lovely. I'm gonna do this on the other eye and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I just repeated this on the other eye. Worked really well. Really like the way these work. I think most of the time I'll probably just stick with this shade because I really like this tone. It's warm, it's still light. You can see it did build up a little bit. Breath leans a little pink on me, but I think like pinky coral, but it is kind of a nice terracotta clay shade, just a really pale one. So I think it's a pretty universally well-used shade. I wanna see how the shimmers work with a brush and a finger, so I'm gonna pick up my go-to brush for shimmers, which is a Refer 21. It's natural hair and it's very thin, so it picks up things well, in my opinion. And I don't really get fallout with this because it's so thin. So I'm gonna place that on the lid, and I just wanna see how these perform. I feel like with the Geodes palette, it was the same as this. So if you want a wash of sparkle, a brush works really well. Like, there are some days for work where I really wanna I put bronzer on the lid and I really want a little sparkle, so I'll pick a more sheer shade. This is also that. If you use a brush, there's a little bit of a base showing up, but I'm mostly just getting the green sparkle and kind of that wet effect sparkly sheen, which I actually really like. But with all of these mattes and stuff, I want more opacity, so I'm gonna pick up some with my finger. Really like that. And now I get full duochrome smooth shimmer. I like a formula that you can do that with. It does mean you need to use like a wet brush or your finger or a tacky base to get the full opacity, but I don't mind using my finger, and I'd rather have a more versatile formula that can be sheared out or built up like this. I could throw another shimmer on there, but I don't think I need to. I really like this. It's got that warm base and that gold green shift and sparkle. And the warm base blends really perfectly into the Breath shade. So on this eye, I'm just gonna go straight in with my finger for all of it. And if you're ever worried about fallout with your finger, what I find best is to just press and like let it kind of press and melt into the lid, especially with like more sparkly shades. I just find that that works best. Okay. And then I'm gonna use that brush again and pick up a little bit of Fly, the like iridescent shade. I'm gonna try using the brush and put that like right here on the inner corner. That's really pretty. It is pulling like kind of white, blue, green. It's very bright compared to the rest. I could have skipped it, but I wanted to see what it looked like on the inner corner. Okay. I'm gonna go off camera again, real quick, throw on mascara, and I'll be right back. I really like this lip gloss with the look, but I'm gonna wipe that off a little bit. I'm just gonna pat it off. And I do wanna try one of these What's Up Beauty lipsticks. I wanted to film like a reel or a short video swatching all of them. I just haven't had the time. So they sent me all three. So there is Ciba, Ankh, and Eye of Ra. So let's see what these look like, which one I want to use. I think this one might be a little too pale for me. Right now it's a little pale and pink, but it is really beautiful. The components on these are beautiful. And then I really love the blue magnetic case. Eye of Ra, also really pretty. A little less pink, a little more nude. And then Ankh is a little more red. I don't want to use them and ruin, like, hopefully, let's see. So stop focus on me, but like you can see even the tip has an embossing that says, it has their logo, the What's Up Beauty logo. I think I'm gonna use the Ankh shade. So, I'm gonna, just really pretty, but I'm not gonna have it out that much. And I'm just going to, oh, that's really nice. Very creamy, really pretty color. It's kind of like my lips, but better, but a little bit more vibrant. These are made in China, by the way. And they have a 12-month shelf life, cruelty-free, clean, vegan, all of that as well. And then they have hyaluronic, sodium hyaluronate, vitamin E. So there should be a non-drying matte lip, is what it says. I love that. This is gonna be a go-to lip shade for the rest of the summer, and I think the fall for me. Because this is kind of an everyday lip. And I think I have a little bit of Anywhere Caffeine lip liner on left as well from Makeup Forever. So they work very well together. I think my Lisa Eldridge lip liner would work really well to like define the edges too. But I really like this. So very happy that they sent this to me. Thank you again, What's Up Beauty. I've obviously only used 3 mattes and 2 shimmers, but it's really beautiful. So for a first impression, I think this is beautiful, and the shimmers all seem consistent in formula, and they all seem very shifty and sparkly, but also still really smooth. So first impression based on having, 100 and something palettes, I think, and a lot of singles, I think this is probably worth the 40 something that it costs, $50-ish that it costs. Maybe it's more, maybe it's 60, I don't know. I think it's around $50. I'll have it linked in the description box, but this is really beautiful. I will continue playing with this most likely when I get back from Europe, so I'll keep playing with this in like August and stuff, but I will let you know an update once I've used all of the shades and played with it more. But for a first impression, I am very impressed. So let me know what you think. What do you think of the look? What do you think of the lipstick? Have you tried these? I know these have been out for a couple months, and this came out, I think, in around November or something. So do you already have any of these? What do you think of them? I know when I mentioned this before, someone commented that it's like their go-to daily palette. So let me know what you think. Love to talk to you all in the comments. Like I said, this video is going up sometime while I'm in Europe. And one of the videos I'm filming tomorrow is gonna be like a get ready with me, what I'm taking to Europe, current favorites kind of thing. I will probably be very slow at responding because I will only be able to respond to comments like at the hotel at the end of the day and stuff. I'll check things, but I will get back to you eventually. But I do love to talk to you all in the comments and see you talk to each other. So let me know what you think. As always, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video.